Hello guys, welcome to Algorithms Made Easy. Today we will be discussing the question find the most competitive subsequence. In this question we are given an integer array nums and a positive integer k, and we need to return the most competitive subsequence of nums of size k. So we define a subsequence as more competitive if in the first position where a and b differs, subsequence a has a number less than the corresponding number in b. In the given example we can see that 134 is the one subsequence and 135 is another subsequence, and the first position where they differ is this index 2, and the value in this subsequence it is 4 at index 2 and 5 in this subsequence. So this 134 becomes a more competitive subsequence than 135. In the first example we have 4 values and k is equals to 2. So we list down all the subsequences of length 2. In all these subsequences, we see that 2, 6 is the most competitive subsequence. Similarly, in the second example, we have an array and k equals to 4. The most competitive subsequence is 2, 3, 3, 4. There is a hint given with the problem which states that in lexicographical order, the element to the left have higher priority than those that come after. Can we think of a strategy that incrementally builds the answer from left to right? This means that with every number that is in the array, we need to create a subsequence of length given to us, which effectively means that if the k is 4 and the length of the array was 4, we would have directly returned the nums. So there should be a place where we store all the 4 values, and then when we have another value that is 5, in this case we need to check how the subsequence will change in this case, because if there are only 5 values, the result will be 2, 3, 3, 5. We know that in problems like these where we need to build the output with each input element, we use stack as it gives us access to the top element and we can compare those values and build our logic around that. So let's start implementing it using stack and we'll discuss it line by line. So we'll have a stack. Now we need to iterate over the array, as a stack should go at most to the size of k because we need to have an array or a subsequence of length k. So if the size of the stack is less than k, only then we'll push the index of this value into the array. Now we need to provide some logic as to when we should be popping out the element from the stack. So we know that if initially the stack contains 3 and 5 is also there, it is valid till we get a value 2. When a number with 2 comes in, we see that it is less than 5. The subsequence should be 3, 2, not 3, 5. So we pop out 5 in this case. So we see that we are popping the element from the stack till the current value is less than the value at the top of the stack. So we'll do this. We'll check first that the stack should not be empty, and then we check if the value at I is less than the value at top of the stack. In this case, we need to pop the value from the stack. Suppose we only have these 3 values 3, 5, 2, and as 2 is still less than this 3, it will pop it out, and thus the stack will only contain 2, and that won't be our answer because we need at least 2 values for the subsequence. So there must be a way in order to stop till when we should be popping the element from the stack. We should be popping the element from the stack till the time that we have the number of values in the stack and the number of values remaining in the array is greater than k. Only till then we should be popping the values. So the number of values in the stack is equals to stack.size, and the number of values remaining in the array is equals to the length of the array minus I. This all should be greater than k. Now this completes the stack portion, and now we need to pop all the elements from the stack and put them into an array now as the stack contains the value in LIFO fashion, so we will be filling the array from the end. At the end, we simply return the result array. So when we run this code, we get the right result. Let's submit this. So it got submitted successfully. The time complexity of this approach is O of n, while the space complexity is O of k. Now we cannot further reduce the time and space complexity of this problem, but an interviewer might ask you to apply the same logic without using stack. So let's see how we can do that. So we'll first remove the stack. We will use the same result array that we have and use it like a stack so that we do not need this while loop again. So we'll define it at the top. We need the index, but the index will now be called, we can call it top, so that we visualize it similar to stack. The top will initially be 0, and now we do not need this while loop. Now the stack not being empty means the top is greater than 0. The stack.size will now be represented by what value the top holds. We'll change that here as well. Now we pushing the value in the stack is similar to we putting the value at the top index of the array, and we need to increment it as well. Now comes the part about this. This value represent what value is at the top of the stack. So the value at the top of the stack currently will now be in the result array with top minus 1, and we popping the element from the stack is nothing but decrementing the index so that we overwrite the values when we again find any relevant values of the subsequence. So let's run this code. So it is successful. Let's submit this. So it also got submitted successfully. The time complexity still remains O of n and the space complexity is still O of k, but we can see a vast difference in the runtime of this program. Thanks for watching the video. See you in the next one.